streets, but we all know there's more to the 219 than what you read.
Tap in, working
Don't count
hard.
us out.
Welcome back
We're
on
working
Intellectual Radio, where you
hard.
can feed
The
your
way we
brain.
finish depends on where we start.
Connect the Dots podcast with your host Shade. Remedy Grace not in the building, but I got Mika Boss holding it down for us today.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget to add, share, subscribe, download, push, promote, and support us on all platforms. YouTube, IntellectualRadio.com, when you can find full interviews. Call in at 708-223-8953. Book is available 219-200-7871. If you want to donate or support the iRadio or Shade Room, it's available. And before we get started, I always start with a prayer. God, I thank you for leading me into a direction of positivity, leading my community, leading my friends and family into something different, something where we all can grow and build each other as we glow into this world. Even on hard days, it seems easy, but things do get hard. So I thank you, Lord, for being patient with me as well as myself. Also, a mission statement. Our mission on Connect the Dots is to build opportunities, create jobs, connect with business, knowledge, experience, explore options as well as we grow with great individual mindsets, gain new listeners to join the movement. So how y'all feeling tonight?
Ashe. We gotta close out the prayer. Ashe.
You hear
Amen.
me?
You're right.
Amen.
I was waiting
I
on
went.
amen.
Our show was going fast, you guys. Our show was going. So definitely amen to both of them. Amen to both.
Amen.
And I'm glad we both, all of us, made it here on time today. It's 9 p.m. It's Wednesday on Connect the Dots. How you feeling today, special guest?
I'm doing pretty groovy. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Yes, and to introduce yourself.
Hey y'all, my name is Chef Gabrielle. I am a classically trained French pastry chef, and I'm also a spoken word artist here in the city of Chicago.
Okay, Mika Bars, come on.
What's up? It's your girl, Mika Bars, Chicago rap artist from the south side of Chicago. One of the hardest working female rap artists out right now. Yeah, tap in.
And we are here tonight to recap the 420 event that you had in April. Tell us about that,
420.
Mika.
Yes, it was a vibe. 420, April 20th. Y'all already know the vibes. Like, we had a great time. We had artists come out. We had poets to come out. Chef Gabrielle, the same person sitting next to me. We had food, we had drinks, we had a lot going on that night. We had a great time.
And that was my first time at the location. She told me about this a while back. And when I tell you your vision is something great, sis, I can honestly say you need your flowers now. You lucky I ain't stopped you a couple of today. But you deserve real flowers because, like I told you before, the last interview, you've been working really hard and I've been watching you for a while. And I appreciate the fact that women can work together. We can stick together and we can also make money together with no hesitation. You know, I feel like women got it hard, but we don't got it as bad, if you know what I mean. We know how to detour some things. We know how to get things done without or with help, if you know what I mean. So I will say, just to see you pour that vent off, you had to do a lot of work in brainstorming, reaching out to people, calling them, making sure they okay. You made sure they had gifts. You had, what type of food you had? You had tacos
We had jerk chicken tacos, and we also had vegan tacos as well.
Vegan tacos.
Yeah.
And then who was the chef that night? You had a chef?
Mika Bars was the chef.
Mika Bars, and who was there? You had
The
somebody
Black
else?
Butterfly, yeah.
And then you had the open bar with Jamie. Jamie was in the building. Shout out to Jamie.
Shout out Jamie Liddy Gang. Now, the person that was serving the food was Chef Love.
Chef Love. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Chef Love.
Mm-hmm.
And they also, these two winners had won the second. This was the second winners for the interviews, right? The first one was Don Walker.
Don Walker, yeah. Don Walker won the first prize, which was a free video shoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the second place was you guys.
Second place was Chef Gabrielle.
And you were shocked. You shocked us with that one.
Yeah.
She came in there quiet.
She was shocked herself.
Yeah.
She said, look, when she got on Facebook, she was like, I won a prize at a rap and R&B concert, and I did poetry.
I was
Right,
shocked.
right.
That was a big thing, to come in there, do poetry, and I was supposed to have a track behind me, but unfortunately it was not. It didn't go that way. So I'm like, dang, how am I get this crowd that's here for music to listen to me?
Well, that makes sense. Okay, so how do you do? I mean,
Honestly, I think that poem has a really huge like shock factor, and because of the shock factor of what I'm talking about, a lot of people are tuned in there listening. They say, "You want me to do what to you? Hello, I never even thought about that before."
open mind and open word. What you say?
It was definitely
You
open
know
mind,
what?
open leg. Sure
I
was.
I think it is the shock factor. On top of the fact, it's the energy you bring when you are
Mm,
reciting the poem.
Exactly.
Because a lot of poets, like myself, that's why I give you your flowers, because you can sit there and just recite with nothing in front of you,
Right.
reading off of nothing.
It was based on everything you coming flowing
Yeah, off
with.
the top of the
And they
dome.
was paying attention to you. Had everybody putting their phones out, the cameras out, and
Hmm.
everything.
it's a
Everybody
hard
loved
thing to
it.
do, but you gotta, as a spoken word artist, you really have to capture your audience's attention. It's not easy as a poet to really get people tuned in to a poem. And then the shock factor of what I was talking about that night, a lot of people have never really heard a poem like that before. They are
Mm.
used to roses are red, violets are blue. you know
Hold on.
She ain't lying though. Cause I still say that when I do poems.
She
I be trying
almost
to
made
practice
my
with
hair
that.
fall out. Hold on.
but I think that's what a lot of people expect when they see poets, or that, or roses are red, violets are blue.
Hmm. They
She
ran rap
silly.
mode.
She's so
No, for
silly.
real, like that's how some people are accustomed to seeing poet and poetry. So it's like when I
Just
come out
no.
there and I'm doing something totally different, they're like, whoa, I've never seen poetry like this before. I've never seen a poet talk about this before. And
You
I'm like,
actually
What?
in it in your
yeah,
poem.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, they be in
That's
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
girl.
You'd be surprised, just like what they call that, like what you call that, battle rap
Mm-hmm.
with no beat. And I be sitting like stuck on what he said. Cause so like my name is Shade. And they be like, it'd be a cold world if you try to throw shade. And I'm in the crowd just screaming and yelling. He ain't said too much but 2 bars. But ever since then I've been tapped in with just without the beat. And also Jamie just tuned in as well. She was definitely holding it down. It
Shout
was
out
Shout
to the
out
shout out
bartender.
Jamie.
to
Shout out
Jamie.
Lady
She was definitely
Gang.
on intellectual radio as well with the interview. That was like month before the event actually happened. Actually, he was just here again, so that was good.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Lady Gang popped in for a minute.
And then before we take a break, I know you want to talk about the new music. You've been dropping a lot of music.
You know what? I'm gonna talk about a few things. I want to elaborate on Chef Gabrielle because she is the guest tonight. I do poetry as well, and I do explicit poetry as well. We stand out in a crowd. When you do that, it
Something
takes a lot
different.
of confidence. To even come out and say those things, because you don't
Mm-hmm.
know if you're gonna be judged or labeled, but you
Heavy on the
still
label.
do it. Yeah, you
But
still do it.
I
So
practiced the first
flowers to
commandment,
you,
freedom of speech. You should be able to say whatever you want to say as long as you ain't making no threats or
because it's
harming.
art. That's how I feel. Because it's art. You're an artist, even though you're poor. You're still an artist.
You still an artist. I agree with that. I
Yeah.
definitely agree.
I mean, I think that, the biggest thing for me when doing like erotic poetry is coming off stage. Like the things that I've heard from audience members when I come off stage, I'll be like, okay.
You'd be surprised.
No, for real. I've heard a lot of things I can't say on the radio, but yeah, a lot of guys coming up and talking about that poem hit them in a certain area of their body, and I'd be like, that's crazy. I've had people like tell me, I ain't never know a poem could do that to me. I'd be like,
Wow.
That's you say, look,
You'll be surprised.
go support my page.
no, for real.
Big-
And they definitely crack me up a little bit because I'm like,
Okay,
man,
question. Have you ever gained any stalkers?
stalkers. I wouldn't necessarily say a stalker. There was this one
Stalk.
guy. I had left the poetry event. I had told him like, look, you can follow me on Instagram, but
You can't follow me home.
No, for real. I'm like, do not be in my inbox at no 2 a.m. Don't do it. And sure enough, he was in my inbox at 2 a.m. I had to block him. But
That's how they be. That's how they be.
no, for real,
Yeah.
that is.
I go through the same thing.
Well, we definitely got Trill in
That's
the
why I have
building as
to
well. We got our 2 winners in the building. We're going to take a quick break, but make sure you guys are calling in at 708-223-8953 where you can feed your brain. Shout out to the winners. Come on, let's get it. Thank you, Juan.
You cannot handle this intellect. 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 Dimensional third, I savage. Y'all have been working too hard for something that didn't need sacrifice. And I guess you didn't take it too far and won't value yourself for the right price. But you are the reason they breathe and the reason they dreams unfold. So we gotta handle this, it's been ridiculous. How we let haters get so inconspicuous. Watching my power, burning demons. You wanted a purge, open season. So drunk with illusion, don't see me coming. Meet your demise, I'm a woman. I do not conform to nobody's norms. I'm cleaning us up, sending the storms. High level vibration, increasing the pressure. You feeling my strength? This is my pleasure. You cannot handle this intellect. Hey, hey. You cannot handle this intellect. Hey, hey. You cannot handle this intellect. You cannot handle this intellect. You cannot handle this intellect. Dimensional third eye savage. Woo. Call me the messenger. Hey, hey, hey. Call me the messenger. Hey, hey. You cannot handle this intellect. You cannot handle this intellect. You cannot handle this intellect. Dimensional third eye savage. Second verse I can count here, I'm counting days. This truth you see coming, gon' make you shame. They've been secretly scared of domination. Consider their feelings no obligation. When dealing with ignorance, best you don't deal with it. Headed for tragedy cause you complacent. Stuck, lies in your information. Start looking for truth in the black nation. What? This is America. The rise and the fall of a fake nation. A true psychological situation. We suffer from years of defamation. I said it, you mad, do something about it. You all in your feelings ain't got no power. This is preparation for this revelation. You oppositional complication. You cannot handle this intellect. Hey, hey. You cannot handle this intellect. Hey, hey. You cannot handle this intellect. You cannot handle this intellect. You cannot handle this intellect. Dimensional third eye savage. Woo! Call me the messenger.
Tap in, workaholics. We back on Intellectual Radio. We have our other special guests in the building. Introduce yourself, bro. Let them know who in the building.
Man, we got 6 for president, man. 6.
Okay. And you was definitely one of the winners for the Vibe Tech event with Mika Boz.
Yeah.
It was Sunday 420.
Yeah, it was lit.
What's your experience up there? How did you feel?
Man, it was lit. I just felt good. I felt comfortable. I felt lit.
You said it was good.
Yeah, it was lit.
It was a lot of energy in the building, a lot of energy.
For sure.
I also been nosy. I did my homework. I see you got 5.1K followers.
Oh, yeah.
Your birthday in November?
I didn't even know that. You know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't even pay attention to
Oh,
my
yeah.
birthday in November, though. Yeah, November 4th.
So you got a countdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to let it blow. The follow is important because even if it's small, big numbers, it counts.
For sure.
We don't never shut out the ones that do support or add or hit the button.
For sure.
We always mix them, even if they're not in the mix, they always count.
For sure.
And how long you been doing music?
I'm going to say like 4 years now.
4 years?
Yeah,
Are you
give it a
still
strong
fresh?
4, yeah.
You still fresh. And how long you been doing poet?
For me, I've been doing poetry professionally for 2 years.
2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all make me feel like I'm old. I've been doing this about 12, 13 years. Music, marketing, business. Since I was in middle school, I've been rapping and in studios and doing this. So that's why I always ask.
You a vet.
Yeah, I just keep changing jobs. You know, anything I do is different. I could be a doctor today, a nurse tomorrow, housekeeping the next week, and blend right on in. So I will say, just stay working and always believe in your dreams, you guys, because I met you the first day and I was over there with the camera.
Yeah.
So nobody didn't even know what I did. I
Yeah.
came in doing something else. Then
Yeah.
sis let me perform at the end, so I got a chance to see the artist point, the artist side too.
You
For
killed
sure.
that shit.
You
I'm
know,
sorry.
so that still was a good experience because it's new faces, new no cases but new faces.
Yeah.
Mika Boz, what else you think?
What's up, Shay?
How they performance was? What you thinking?
Oh, they was dope. That's why they won.
You not lying. You not lying. They was kind of.
Yeah,
They
they
was
was
checking you
dope.
guys out. They was checking you guys out.
Yeah, like I said, first place was Don Walker. Second place was Chef Gabrielle. Third place was GB23. And I just felt like it was only right to give it to six because he popped his
He popped.
everything, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
For
came.
sure.
Him and his homie.
The other one, he
Yeah.
came. And that's good though. So
Yeah.
how you been traveling with your
Yeah,
music?
dog.
A little bit, not too far, like out the state, but a little local.
Is
I
you
went
ready to
St.
travel?
Louis. Yeah.
Well, you need to lock in then.
Okay.
You know, I'm a assistant, a personal assistant to CEO Megastar,
For sure.
and we always have live in concert. We have Afro Man coming in June 12th.
For sure.
You could lock in with Rich Rise and Jen Goddess. That's Sus. We got Fitty the rapper coming. I'm gonna be doing security though that day, but I'm still gonna
Okay.
be vibing.
Mhm.
We got Joe's Bar and Grill on Wednesdays. They always got karaoke night. When I tell you it's always opportunities around you, I just would highly recommend to stay locked in with a
Locked
DJ,
in.
a promoter, a club owner, and a business person.
Yeah.
You got to look for certain people to kind of get where you're going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you always ask for help because the stuff you guys got, you supposed to be on flyers like this. I mean, if nobody else gonna snatch you up, I'm gonna have you on mine.
For sure.
So I really think it's dope to really connect. And I also have some coming up August 16th. We're gonna give back to kids, horseback rides for free.
That's
We're
dope.
gonna do free food, free gifts, and stuff like that for only the kids.
For kids.
I
Only the
got some kids
kids.
for you.
So if you guys want to link up and join and donate book bags or anything, toys, whatever you think, or even you want to be a guest speaker, I think we all should get in on that one.
For sure.
You know, let the older folks, let the young kids know we still holding it down for
For
them as
sure.
well. You know, because when I was growing up, it was different. We stayed in trouble, but stayed on point at the
Yeah.
same time. So it was a little different. So Mika Boss, what else? Talk to us.
Let's go. It's a blow.
Is it? she's I'm vibing. Well, it definitely was an open
We're gonna
bar.
double back. We could double back to the 420 event. Like I said, we had a lot of artists, a lot of great artists in the building. We had a good time. You know, no BS or nothing.
A lot of people
Um,
came
A
out.
lot of people came out. You know, it was affordable for everybody. It was affordable for the artists as well, and for the poets. Um, like what more
Nice
can I
decoration.
say?
It was a nice
Yeah, we
shout out
decorated
to the
nice. 420. It was green everywhere.
everywhere.
Green, literally everywhere.
Shout out to the lizards that was there. That was on the
Yeah,
live.
we had sharks in the tank. We had
Literally, it was
lizards
some
and
nice.
stuff. Not a
It was
lot
some
lizards,
nice.
but we had some lizards in the tank. So it was a very exotic. You know, when you step into the place, it's a real nice ambiance.
Right.
You know, it looked like a safari,
Mm-hmm.
like a little jungle or something.
That's what I was giving, like a lot of jungle. We had the pool table. You could play
So
pool.
did that set the tone for y'all?
It sure did.
Yeah, that turned me up a little bit. It turned me up a little bit.
He said, turn you
Yeah.
up. It was something different.
Six. That was
definitely.
your second time up in there, right?
Yep. Yep. That was my second time now.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Six.
You
We
got-
got some songs together, right?
Yeah, we got some music together.
Yeah.
What's the song called?
Well, we got it's called Lit Love, you know.
Okay. Is
I
it
don't
rap?
say the curse word.
R&B?
No, it's called lit. Remember,
Lit, yeah,
I
lit,
took
yeah,
lit.
she did,
the B
she
word
did,
out.
She did. Yeah.
So yeah, it's lit.
She said, look it out.
It's called lit.
Well, you do know we've been having people vote on this highlight show. If you see the flyer, it said connect the dots R&B or trap. And that just to get all listeners to tap in. I will say you had a lot of votes in, you guys.
Yeah.
We had some trap hitters out there, but the R&B took over.
Yeah,
What?
R&B always
So you
takes
had,
R&B always.
I'm not gonna lie, just this week it was 28,000 people watching this flyer. So
Right.
I do want to say I highly appreciate the professional mode. Professional mode gonna keep you updated for
Yeah,
real.
for
Well, look, I'm gonna just put my 2 cents in right now. I don't care what nobody say. rap is taking over, especially female rap.
Oh yeah, they
It's
been got it.
taking
Female
over.
They got
definitely
it.
rap
Yeah, they
taking
got
over.
it.
I'm a big fan of R&B,
Mhm.
but I just feel like
It depends on
rap
the
is taking
mood.
over.
I feel like this. I can't play no rap until after 12. In the morning, that's my
12 a.m. or 12 p.m.
PM. I gotta play my
Okay.
gospel, my exercise music.
Yeah.
And after 12,
You
that's when me.
crazy? I could wake up listen to it.
What's the
Hey,
first
You
song
know,
you
me
play at
being
12
versatile.
o'clock?
in the evening,
Is
Yeah.
that
some Eminem. It gotta be some
That's the
Eminem.
first
It
rap
got. I
song
gotta
you
play
listen
something
to in a day is
'cause
Eminem.
I'm always working, so I need a song that's gonna get me
I
there.
feel-
I,
I
I need
feel.
to get there. Like I don't need no slow pace when it comes to working. I need
But you
speed.
how you transfer from R&B to Eminem?
Hey,
Like
hold on. I like the
She said
R&B.
Slim
It
Shady.
changed
Slim
the
Shady after I said after
Exactly.
12. After 12.
Cause
She
I'm a
said Slim
fan of
Shady
Slim
come out
Shady
at
too.
the
But
noon.
how do you transfer from that to that? I do it,
'Cause
but
it
I
changed
ain't,
the
I ain't
Cause
know
you
tone.
other
waking
people.
up, you want things
I
to.
ain't know other people do it
You
too.
be surprised.
I
I
gotta
tap
know
in my
what's your
music.
favorite Eminem song?
I ain't gonna lie. Lose It. He got a. I ain't gonna lie. His old album, The
Lose
Curtains
It, really?
Closed. You be surprised. I like when the old him. He really has a story behind it. If you really did your homework on Eminem
He
I
and
go
see
don't
how
know.
crazy.
he is now,
I'm so
Yeah, he go crazy.
diabolical.
behind it,
My favorite one probably would be Stan.
Oh man,
Stan is good.
definitely crazy.
That stuff is
Yeah.
a true story. That stuff is crazy. He went through all that for real, y'all.
Oh,
He
yeah.
put everything in that
That's
way.
just all in his head. That ain't no true story.
He
You
has
don't
some
think Eminem
man.
really
He has some
had a stand?
stalkers. Yeah.
Of course he had a stand, but I don't think he killed him.
No, not him killed
I
him,
mean,
but
I don't think that Stan killed his wife.
you be
It's possible.
surprised.
It's possible. You know what? It is. Now that I think about it, it's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
But he's very creative.
He's very
I grew
yeah.
up listening to him
Yeah, for sure.
on the daily.
Y'all fuck with Eminem. I
Yeah.
mess with Eminem.
You say you
I'm
mess with him
actually
now.
in a process of remixing one of his songs.
Yeah, I gotta tap back in with
Yeah.
him.
You know, I'm the remix queen, this queen, all that.
And don't forget, if you guys ain't doing nothing, June 7th at 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. is the Clock That T biggest Gemini bash. I'm not no Gemini, I'm a Libra, but shout out to all Geminis out there. Happy birthday to you. And make sure you send an invite. Look, Connect the Dots Intellectual. We like to know the updates over here. The address will be 1628 Dressel Avenue, Fort Heights, Illinois. Music by DJ Trouble and DJ Remedy Roll. June 12th is the Afro Man Live in concert I was telling you guys about. Make sure you tap in with the tickets and everything. Shout out to Ovita. She is tuning in with us tonight. Make sure you guys calling in as well. We have back-to-back events going on. It's really like weekly, monthly. It's something always going on. So I'm going to make sure I send you a lot of updates. And even if you want to throw your own events, tap in. I think you guys should,
For sure.
especially with the poetry. Now, look, I don't know if you want to shade to join with you on that one, but I will help you definitely get a poetry thing going on. Have Mika look help host the event with us. You know, get the ladies to come out, something
For
different.
sure. Yeah.
I think that'd be dope for
Yeah, we're gonna have something going on in the midsummer.
them. You made summer for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. So, what's your plans for this year with music or your poetry?
Oh, because I'm about to say with music, I don't know about that.
It sounds like you're gonna be running into it.
I don't know if I'm gonna get into music just yet. I do want to get into battle rap though. I do want to.
Ooh, I'm telling you, battle rap is really good.
No, battle
Yeah.
rap is crazy.
It's
stupid.
crazy, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I do.
That's
I
how I
feel like
met
I'll
Remy
be a
Ma.
great battle rapper because I just love to talk like crap. See, I caught myself this time.
See, I know intellectual. I like that.
I like to talk crap and do it in a rhyme. So I feel
Right.
like I'll be a great battle rapper. But no, right now with my poetry, I currently am in a space of moving my writing from just writing poetry to writing a lot of things. I actually
Okay.
just started writing a newsletter on LinkedIn, and that is the totally different from doing poetry. And I really want to take my writing to another level in general. And I know that we have the National Spoken Word Awards coming up very soon. Last year I won one out of the 5 I was nominated for best stage show because I have a show called Authenticity.
Okay.
And then I also have an open mic that I was doing last year called Art Waves. And so right now I'm gearing up for the nominations to come up. I know that that's going to be a bloodbath,
Yeah.
a duke it out
Ooh.
between the poets trying to get all the votes in. And then I know that by the end of the year, I should definitely be moving into going back into doing my authenticity showcases like I was doing last year. Unfortunately, we had some things that I had to move around, but thank God.
Detour.
Thank God they
Okay.
moved me right back. I'm moving right back. So there are some things in the works that I'm moving slowly on because I want to do it correctly. I want to do it right. I know when I jumped into it, 2 years ago, I got a lot of flack left and right about how I was doing things, and I had to really learn to just shut all of that out. A lot of people, especially poets and poetry, they'll make you feel like you gotta link up with the vets, you gotta follow in their footsteps and do exactly how they did it. However, the way that they did it was cool for the 90s, cool for the early 2000s, maybe even cool for the 2010s. But the 2020s, we got social media, we got so much other stuff popping that it's like, if I follow the way that y'all did the things in the 90s, I'm never going to get anywhere.
That's true. Because I was gonna take it back to CDs, but guess what? They don't even make the CD play in the car no more.
Exactly. I'm not gonna lie. I saw a poet not too long ago. A poet was trying to tell like the new poets on the scene that we have to do better than just having all of our albums on social media and platforms like Spotify. He was saying like, oh, y'all need to go back to doing how we used to do with CDs and tapes. And I'm like,
I agree to a certain extent because it takes away the value.
but I mean, who is buying a CD?
You know how you find something in the house that's been at 20 years? If you go sell it right now, it's double the price.
Ain't
I hate
nobody
to-
about
like
to
it's-
buy no Mariah Carey CD
Okay,
though from
this where I'm gonna have to
1998.
I'm gonna have to butt in right quick.
Come on, Mika.
Okay, because I agree with both. Social media is the number one thing that's gonna get you seen. It's gonna get you heard, and it's gonna get you a fan base. But okay, I agree with you because it's older people that still value the CDs and the hard copies of music. So I'm not against that. I'm not against it, but I am very much for putting all your content on social media. So nothing against that.
I agree.
But I understand what she's saying because me, you, and him as artists, we all went through the same thing. We going through the has-beens and the has-nots with other artists and people that telling you how you should do it, and they ain't even made it. So,
He said we still was using Bluetooth and USBs to listen to music.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, my advice is just keep on going. Don't listen to people, especially everybody they can give you advice, but can they really show you? That's the thing.
You got me want to snap my finger like I'm a poet.
Snap.
Shout out to the poet, right?
Almost cuss for a minute.
And shout out to everybody that's watching. J. Nicole definitely was in music rotation, the 219 intro. Congratulations again to all your work and everything you're doing. Keep going, keep pushing. We here to support. And if you guys want to call in, don't forget it's 708-223-8953. And before we go on break, Trey, I mean, what's up with this music again? You said you gonna be dropping some new stuff. You going
Yeah, I'm always dropping new stuff. This is about let them see you. I want them to see me though.
You still advertising, huh?
Yeah, I want you to see me a little bit now. Cause I feel like I got so much in the chamber right now, but when it's like, you got so much in the chamber, but they ain't seen you.
Haven't seen you. Good advertising.
So it's more about
So what you mean? You
videos
want to do
and
more
foot.
videos?
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Something
this
else,
shit.
yeah. But I'm gonna play my little song or something. We gonna play something good. It's the thank you song. I always say thank you goes a long way. It goes a long way. You guys check it out.
It's about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm still here, right? It's because of you. So this one, I'm gonna speak my mind. Just wanna say thank you, Storm. appreciate and thank you for giving me flowers, sharing balloons. Now release them all together in major rooms. I believe I can fly, take off in space. I'm on the moon, hanging off with stars, locked in for interviews. I appreciate and thank you. Good intentions, I might come off with a bad attitude. Mission impossible until it's possible. See my vows jumping over the throne. Thank you, thank you. I just wanna say thank you. Ooh wee, all I smell is money. Rubbing my tummy, eating honey. Ooh wee, bank, piggy bank, saving my coins. Nickname, soggy, sweetness, sour fat. Call me yummy. Chew up this beat, swallow a gummy, blend it with the walking dead. Rappers full of zombies, ghostbusters and ghost riders. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when it get messy? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. I appreciate and thank you for giving me flowers, sharing balloons. Now release them all together in major rooms. I believe I can fly, take off in space. I'm on the moon, hanging off with stars, locked in for interviews. I appreciate and thank you. Good intentions, I might come off with a bad attitude. Mission impossible until it's possible. See my vows jumping over the throne. I just wanna say thank you.
For 3 years, I gave you my life. You took my heart and tore it up. Now I'm crying, cause I realize that you're not who I thought you were. No, I can't believe you did this to me. I can't believe you did this for real. You told me that you would never leave. You turned around and did this for real. I can't believe you did this to me. I can't believe you did this for real. I'm different. So I can't believe that.
Yes, we are back on Intellectual Radio where you can come feed your brain. And before we do our close, I want to make sure you guys say all your platforms how to follow you, how can they add you, and everything else.
Oh, yes. Sorry about that. Again, my name is Chef Gabrielle. You can follow me on Instagram as chef.gabrielle. That's chef.gabrielle. You can also find me on Facebook at Gabrielle Hardy. And also, I host every first Friday at Urban Lux Cafe, an open mic for poets. So you can also
Okay.
catch me there at 2911 East 79th Street, Chicago, Illinois.
Yes. Mika Boss, how can they find you?
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Mika Bars, the Black Butterfly. Yeah. Y'all can find me on all platforms under Mika Bars. That's spelled MIKABARZ. That's on YouTube and all the other platforms. On Facebook, you can find me under Mika Presley, but it's all linked, all the same thing. Yeah, follow me. I'm the like I said, I'm the hardest working female artist out here. Okay, I got 70 songs out released right now
Mm.
Dang.
under 3
Mm.
years. All right.
My
So yeah,
mom,
y'all
70
tap in.
songs. And that goes back to what I was just telling her. I didn't even know that. But she took me back just listening to car. I'm sitting here like, look, you got a CD. Look, at this point, you need to definitely do something where people can have access to it right then and there. And have people invest, donate, support you, get them tickets. You have the Liddy
Yeah, shout out
Gang.
Liddy Gang.
Yeah.
Liddy Gang, that's my team, my brand that I started. I am the CEO of Liddy Gang, the founder. It's about 10 of us.
Oh,
Dang.
Yeah,
you
so you
hear
can
me?
find
Yeah,
us.
they growing. She just started Liddy Gang. I was there when she was like, I'm starting Liddy Gang. And now
You say, so you see the growth.
exactly.
See, Liddy
Amen.
Gang been in the making for a few years, but we have been gaining followers. I also got my mama, my OG.
Shout out to
She's a
mama.
Liddy Gang member and affiliate. You know, so they all you gonna see them at the shows at wherever I'm at.
They do be
They're
there.
gonna be there.
They do be there. They do.
Liddy Gang also stands for women empowerment. We are tapping into charity work. We are working for women, men, and children, and the elderly. So I'll be looking out for events coming up for that as well. What else, Shay?
Yes, and it's your girl Shay. It's your host. I'm with Mika Boss tonight again. Shout out to all the Geminis. You know, it's you guys' season. Again, I'm a Libra, but shout out to all the Geminis. They finna go crazy. I'm talking about every year. If you party with a Gemini, you gonna get the chance to explore all your emotions. You know, you gonna feel it all. But again, this is Intellectual Radio, where you can feed your brain, connect the dots podcast. We on here every Wednesday. Come check us out. Don't forget to tap in with all updates, information with the bookings, slot giveaways, opportunities, anything you could think of. We have it for you, and we are gone.
Nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm still here, right? It's because of you. So this one, I'm gonna speak my mind. Just want to say thank you. Storm. I appreciate and thank you for giving me flowers, sharing balloons. Now release them all together